Hey everybody, welcome to the Scroll Saw Workshop. As I've been growing up, my father has given me many tools of his from years past. So this scroll saw is something he gave me, oh my gosh, it's probably going on 20 years now. It's been a while I've had it. I have never used it. I haven't had need to use it. I haven't gotten to the point in my building experience to have need to use it. So I know he used it extensively though. He made all kinds of jigsaw puzzles for my nephews, his grandkids, all kinds of toys, and really nice decorative pieces. So what I want to do is I want to clean this up and put it together and show you guys how it works so that you can use, if you have one hiding in a nook in your house, or if you have a parent that has one that doesn't use it anymore, or if you find one and want to pick one up. Maybe you find a used one at a garage sale or something. They're not intimidating, they're quite fun to use, and they can do a lot of great things. We're just going to give this thing a good wipe down with just some paper towel and Windex. There's some long-standing dirt on this, but should clean up nicely. Alright, so let's talk about, now that it's clean, the different parts of the scroll saw. So first and foremost is the plate while you're cutting on. In here, and you'll see that there's a little peg right here that it allows it to fit inside. Fits in there. And then at the back here, we've got a screw that first attaches to the plate and then goes into the machine itself. So you're going to need a pair of needle nose to tighten that. If you want to come around on this side and get a closer look. Alright, so now that we've got the table installed, we want to put the lock onto the table. And this allows you to secure it either at 90 degrees or at an angle. And you see the numbers have faded quite a bit, so we can just use a level to get us straight. There we go. Pretty good, pretty not too bad. So what comes next? Well, of course, my dad kept the original instructions, so good on you, Pops. Thanks for that. So we've got a couple of bonus attachments. The sanding drum that you can attach to the back of the unit, and there's also a drill attachment, and this attaches to the back of the unit as well, and it allows this to rotate, this chuck. Put a drill bit in, so then if you're doing any inside pieces for the design you're cutting out, you can use this attachment to drill a hole and then insert the scroll saw blade through that hole. So you can cut stuff on the inside. That's what's so special about a scroll saw. Alright, we're now to the point we're going to attach a blade. So I got a multi-pack of blades here, 18 blades in one pack, and they're for different materials. We've got the hook tooth, the regular tooth, and a skip tooth. And depending on the thickness of the wood, they'll tell you on the back of the package what the blades are meant for. So for the one that we're using, we're going to be cutting a 3/8, and for 3/8 we're going to use the hook tooth blade. Go ahead and install that. I'm going to kind of keep this packaging with the blades so I can reference that. Alright, so now that everything's installed, we want to put the blade in. And the blades here, we want to put them in so that the teeth are facing down, and on the tips you'll see that we've got a little T-join there. And that's the kind of joins that are on the scroll saw itself. They're kind of like two little brackets that grab the blade like this. And you put it in so that they sit between that. And we'll see what we do here. So we face the blade down. So we want to first of all put it into the bottom guide first. And there we go. We've got the teeth sitting at the base down here. It's a 5-inch blade, so we're going to go to the bottom slot. And then if you come up to the top here, blade rests in the middle of this wheel, and then we want to attach the top part right to this guide. So once we've got it set, I'm pulling up to keep the tension on it, and then we're going to rotate this blade guide up to grab the blade. Now it's got it, and I can start loosening my grip. And there we go. So we've got the blade attached at both points. You just want to get that just snug, not too tight, just a little snug. So now what we can do is check the depth of the wood we're going to be cutting. So like I said, that's 3/8. So we've got a guide here, and what we're going to do is we're going to lower the guide so it matches the depth of the wood or height. Push that down and lock it in place. There we go. That keeps the wood from skipping around while we're cutting it. I think we're ready to give this a little power on and see how it goes. So when you're operating this arm moves, the blade moves. You want to wear safety glasses, all the regular PPE. But you also want to keep your arms and hands and appendages clear of this moving arm, because when it goes, it goes. Okay, so in keeping with fall up and coming, Lisa drew me a picture of a pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern, if you will. So I'm going to trace that onto here with some carbon paper and then run it through the scroll saw. You want to make sure that that dark side is facing down towards the material that you're tracing this onto, and then put a few pieces of tape. Just a couple pieces of tape to keep everything in place. As Lisa kindly pointed out, I should put the X's on there as well, because then I know and remember which sides to cut out. Gonna first of all drill the pilot holes on the inside sections on these 5 sections, and then get to cutting. Alright, so we've got our border cut. Could have done a lot of that on the bandsaw as well, but we've got the scroll saws here, so why not? Alright, so now we want to put the blade inside each of these holes. So loosen the blade off. Remove the blade. Now we line up our hole with where the blade gets inserted. And feed. That's why you want to make sure you have a drill bit that's at least that width.
Like, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell so you will get notified every time we post a new video. The JOHOs!
You could have twins.